Castor Maritime Inc stock price up 2.47% on Tuesday, updated on January 26, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since December 14, 2020 gain 136.95%. The Castor Maritime Inc stock price gained 2.47% on the last trading day, Tuesday, January 26, 2021, rising from 38 cents to 39 cents. During the day the stock fluctuated 6.84% from a day low at 38 cents to a day high of 41 cents. The price has been going up and down for this period, and there has been a 51.36% gain for the last 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by -60 million shares, and in total, 118 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $46.18 million. You should take into consideration that falling volume on higher prices causes divergence and may be an early warning about possible changes over the next couple of days. The stock lies in the middle of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and a further rise within the trend is signaled. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 110.1% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between 50 cents and 92 cents at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. The Castor Maritime Inc stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals, where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at 37 cents and 24 cents. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence MACD. Volume fell during the last trading day despite gaining prices. This causes a divergence between volume and price, and it may be an early warning. The stock should be watched closely. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Thursday, January 21, 2021, and so far it has fallen -8.12%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Support, risk and stop loss. Castor Maritime Inc finds support from accumulated volume at 37 cents, and this level may hold a buying opportunity as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. The stock may move very much during a day volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 3 cents between high and low, or 6.84%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 17.44%. Our recommended stop loss, 37 cents -5.24%. The stock has very high daily movements, and this gives very high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 3 days ago. Is Castor Maritime Inc stock a buy? Several short-term signals, along with a general good trend, are positive, and we conclude that the current level may hold a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Castor Maritime Inc stock to perform well in the short term. Current score, 1.854. Predicted opening price for Castor Maritime Inc of Wednesday, January 27, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 27, 2021. Current price 39 cents. CTRM is undervalued compared to its price of 39 cents per share, has well below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation: Rec hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value: current price 39 cents. Current value, 44 cents. CTRM has a current value of 44 cents per share. Compared to a price of 39 cents per share, the stock is currently undervalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential: relative value RV. Fair RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. CTRM has an RV of 1.02, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety relative safety RS very poor RS is an indicator of risk. CTRM has an RS rating of 0.36, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing relative timing RT good RT analyzes the stock's price trend. CTRM has a relative timing of 1.22, which is good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating value safety timing VST fair VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. CTRM has a VST rating of 0.95, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety and timing. STOP stop price, 26 cents stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. CTRM has a stop of 26 cents per share. A stock stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. CI Comfort Index very poor CI is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and or lengthy price declines. CTRM has a CI rating of 0.17, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. CI is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT earnings growth rate GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. CTRM has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 24.00%, which VectorVest considers to be excellent. EPS earnings per share EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. CTRM has a forecasted EPS of 3 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE price to earnings ratio PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. CTRM has a PE of 13.02. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 65.23. EY earnings yield EY reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. CTRM has an EY of 7.68%. This is above the current average of 1.53% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE growth to PE ratio CTRM has a GPE rating of 1.84. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. DIV dividend VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in DIV. CTRM does not pay a dividend. DY dividend yield DY reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DY equals 100x DIV price. It is useful to compare DY with EY. If DY is not significantly lower than EY, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS dividend safety DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and EY levels that are much higher than DYDG dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector YSG is an indicator which combines DY, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. AVGVOL. AVGVOL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. CTRM has an AVGVOL of 100,843,759 shares traded per day. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the AVGVOL. Percent vol equals volume, AVGVOL/AVGVOL 100. CTRM had a percent vol of 17.27% on Tuesday, January 26, 2021. PRC, CTRM price change 2.47% from the prior day's closing price. Sales, CTRM has annual sales of 10 million. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. CTRM has a sales growth of -2.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share SPS CTRM has annual sales of 3 cents per share. Price to sales ratio PS, CTRM has APS of 13.01. Shares, CTRM has 364 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization, CTRM has a market capitalization of 142 million. Business sector, CTRM has been assigned to the transportation business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group, CTRM has been assigned to the transportation ship industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.